You are first on the list. It's great to be here, guys. Today's all about Facebook ads. So if you are just joining in and you've never done Facebook ads before, welcome. Welcome to the stream. You can watch and learn everybody else's Facebook ads. You will be facing the same questions, concerns, and whatnot in the future. But we're just going to give everybody a few minutes to jump in on this call and let us know that they're here. Natasha. In the last call, I said I would do a review of your ads and metrics to figure out why you made no sales. Cool. Happy to jump on a call. Natasha, you'll be first on the list. That sounds fine to me. Your ad set has set to $50 Australian dollars per day, and it was on for 3 days. Spending $150. Not sure how to find how many people. Yeah, we'll take a look through your entire thing, and we'll see what's going on there. And Nitsune, launching your ads for your new product tomorrow morning. Would love to hear my feedback on the creatives. You're going to do a $20 start. Great, yeah, sure. We'll take a look at your creatives too. For those of you who don't know how to send me creatives, you can send me links to your ads or to your posts that are going to become ads. And if your ads are live, you can go into the Facebook ad library. I'll show you how to right now. Where is my... So you go to the Facebook ad library, and then you would search. Whoops, that's the wrong screen. Go to your Facebook ad library. You search for your brand name. So for me, if I was searching for myself, I'd say Home Craftology. Find myself, and then you can just send me the whole URL up here. Send me this. Pop this into the chat here, and I will be able to see all of your ads that are live and give you some feedback on them. And as you can see for my Home Craftology brand here, we got a lot of ads in the library, and we'll go from there. Now, guys, I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things, a couple of questions that popped up along the week. So one of them is, how do we manage our creatives? Do I use any type of spreadsheet or some sort of a scorecard to keep track of how my creatives are doing and what I'm doing in Facebook ads? And honestly, guys, you don't even need that. If I was to show you my Facebook performance, it's the only difficult thing here is showing you guys how I do this over a long period of time. Because there's launching your ads, right? I don't think anyone here has problems launching ads. I think that's fairly straightforward for the most of us. And then there's watching the ads and trying to figure out which ads are doing what. So the way that I structure my ads is kind of similar to the way everybody has been taught to do it in the Freedom Club. I started with maybe, if I count them here, 1, 2, 3, 4 different creatives is what I started with. This is for my Nation Hydration brand, which is still, in my view, very much in optimization mode. You know, we're breaking even. We're maybe taking a small profit, but that's all. That's all. So right now, I'm trying to figure out what works. And sometimes when you're trying to figure out what works, sometimes you have weeks where you know what works and things do really well. Sometimes you have a week where you didn't quite hit the mark and things did worse. Your job then is to figure out, well, why? Why did it work and why did it do worse? That's the optimization stage. Once I get past this stage and I have a good indication that the ads that I'm working are pretty good and the website is working and my emails are working, well, then I'll be in the scaling stage. But right now, I'm in the optimization stage. How did I get here? So I probably had 4 or 5 different ads. The way I would do this is if I start with 4 creatives, let's just say I have 4 creatives. The first thing I'd go and do is create a new ad. Oops. So if I pull one of these ads up, so this is called 05. If I show you one of my previous ad sets, maybe that'd make things a lot clearer. No, it wouldn't, because it didn't have all my ads there. I think I've deleted my old ads, potentially. No, I haven't. Okay, so here's where I started. All the way down here in A1. So A1 was the very first ad that I created. I'm just going to see if I can pull the edit here. A1. Hey, Beck. Well, hello, everybody. So this was the first ad that I recorded.
If you suffer from joint pain, muscle pain, or headaches,
you can see here, this was one of my AI ads. So I used AI to I wrote a script based off ads I saw performing decently by my competitors. And I highly recommend everybody does that if they're not doing that already. Look at your competitors and what's working and try and figure out if you can run similar ads. And if you can just use AI. Like I think the service I was using was Murph.ai. And you don't even need to pay for this. You can just make an account and go and use this tool for like, you can use it to make enough, well, they give you enough time to make like, 4 or 5 ads out of this. You can grab the text that you make. You can add any voice that you want. You can just record that voice with a recorder on your PC or your phone if that's what you want to do, and that gets you started. So this was my first AI ad, and that's called A1. So A being how I represent my first video, and 1 representing my copy. So my videos are a letter, my copies are a number. Copy meaning headline, text. Okay, headline and text, headline and description. That's the copy. Now, I've seen a lot of people adding in, you see on my screen here, Facebook's giving me suggested text variants. And I can just click add if I want to add more variants. You could do that. And I think that's what the Freedom Club teaches you, to go in and add these headline variants. You could definitely do that. If you want to figure out, it just makes things more complicated, because if you want to then figure out which of those actually works, you've got to go down into breakdown. And I just learned this, to be honest with you guys, I just learned this of someone this week. You can go into breakdown here and go to dynamic creative content, and you can say description. And Facebook will break down how your ad performs with the different descriptions. I don't do that. There's a good reason why I don't do that. There's a good reason why I have so many different variations. It's because rather than having to edit the ads out and take out the descriptions or the headlines that don't work, I just turn them off. And I don't disrupt my ad set. Okay, it doesn't disrupt it at all. I don't have to go back into learning. It can just keep going. Just turn off the ads that don't work. Okay, if an ad is getting a lot of spend and the results are poor, when I say result, I'm not just looking at purchase. I'm looking at cost per click. I'm looking at click-through ratio. Okay, I'm looking at CPM. If those are higher than the others, well, I just turn that one off, regardless of if it's spending. If it's higher than the others, after a certain amount of spend, I'd usually wait until an ad had spent, $10, $20. If it's not performing on those metrics, I turn it off. Even if it's had a sale. Even if it's had a sale. If you had an ad that's had a sale and the metrics are terrible, it's telling me that, well, maybe the video is actually good. And maybe you need to try a different copy. That's what that's telling me. All right, so A1, and we had 1 down here, so this is C2. So we had A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way up here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different copies. And I ran this for a while. I ran this for, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a week or 2. I was spending $50 a day. I didn't want to go into this with a bunch of money and show you guys this is how you create a business spending thousands. I wanted to try and just spend a little bit. So I think I spent $50 a day. Maybe it might have even been $20 a day to start with, just to get some metrics. And I found the types of ads that worked. My best ads were G4. I remember. This is my best one. So if I look at this one. So my doctor tells me that I am severe. This is the one that I narrated. Turns out the one that I narrated was the best. So that was, I just wrote a script. I just practiced it a couple of times, narrated it on my recording software. I use OBS to do my recording, by the way. It's a free tool. You can go and find OBS. You can download that, you can install it, and you can record yourself and record your voice too, to use on an ad or as a voiceover. I'll often just record a narrative and then go use my phone and record the clips, which is what I did here. So you see this ad here, just really dehydrated, and I desperately need to drink more water. Problem is, I just hate. So once I had an idea of the types of ads that worked, I had G4 that was working. Some of my image ads were doing okay. So if I looked at my image ad, when I said doing okay, the click-throughs were pretty good. This was not bad. The click-throughs were good. So I decided to keep that. And then when I realized I'd done some testing and things were getting messy here, I took my best ads and I created a new ad set out. And actually, my first ad set, I was targeting health suggestions. You see that? targeting health suggestions there. So this is a health-related product. I was targeting people who are interested in healthy products. And that was doing okay. But I realized if I want to scale this business, I need to figure out if I can make this work without any targeting. Because when I'm targeting, it reduces the amount of people that I am advertising to from 20 million Australians down to 1 or 2 million Australians. If I want to scale this business, which I do, I'm not interested in a business unless I can scale at this point. I needed to make sure I could make this work without any testing. Without any targets, meaning 20 million Australians or as close to it. So and how we do that is we make better ads. We look at our data, we make better ads until we get better performance. So now looking at my second ad set, which I had a rough idea what would work, and I decided to continue down that route. So I went from, I think it was G4 we were up to now, and now we're even all the way up to G10. And G10 is performing really well. So same video, okay, the video is G, but the version of ad copy is 10. So literally, I've changed my ad copy 10 times. I've got different reviews in here, different text, different headlines. And my two best copies that are working are, in terms of copy, 10 and 7. So now I've got 10 and 7. They're my only two copies that are working. And I've actually got 4 ads running. Out of all of that testing that I did, I've got 4 ads that were profitable. So no image ads are working for me on this business. They were getting clicks. If I show you my results over the past 30 days, my image ads, they were getting clicks. Oh, wait, is that a purchase? That's just an add to cart. So my image ads all down here, they were getting 3% click-through rate, $1.47 click. This one, which is pretty good. 3 add to carts, but I'd spent $50 for 3. Oh, that's actually pretty good, I should consider turning that one back on. Now that I'm looking at the big picture. This is what happens sometimes. You make a call, but then you look at the big picture and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I spent $50 and 3 add to carts. You know what? I'm going to turn Q5 back on. That wasn't too bad. You've got to make sure you're looking over a larger period of time, not making decisions based off the last couple of days. My cost per clicks are pretty cheap. Remember, if you looked at my previous, you didn't get to see my results. I didn't go back far enough. But when I first started, I was getting I'm mumbling my words. I was getting cost per clicks of like maybe $2 to $3, and I still am on some of these. Look, $2.28. But over the larger scheme of things, my cost per clicks are like under $1.50, which is right where I need them to be. In fact, G7, this bad boy here, has got a 2.9 ROAS, and G10. 1.88, that's fantastic. 9 purchases at $56 a purchase. I am on my way. On my way. Now, my goal here right now is to take what works. So I've got me narrating. I've got a second one with my buddy doing a narration for me. The narration style videos are working. So what I'm going to do, look at this, G7. That's pretty bad. But I've kept it on. Okay, let me explain what I'm doing in a second, and I just want to talk about G7. So this is G, which was my best ad, and 7, which was one of my best copies. You can see here the CTR is very good at nearly 5%. That's incredible. Cost per click is $1.16, which is really quite good. Cost per purchase is $240 per purchase. That's a lot. Most of you would look at that and go, damn, I'm turning that off. And you'd mostly be right, except I have had 8 add to carts. Got to be careful. To me, an add to cart is someone saying, hey, I'm interested in purchasing this. I've only had 1 purchase from that though. So thing is, like, you could have 6 add to carts and you could get 3 to 4 sales. You could have 6 add to carts and you could get 1 sale. I think it's a lot to do with luck, whether or not the people who were adding to cart were ready to purchase today. But also it could have to do with that I need to work on my emails. I need to work on my cart abandoned emails. Are they even getting opened and sent? Is the offer in the cart abandoned emails actually working? Did I tick all those boxes in the discount list in Shopify to say that this could be used with the main offer I'm giving people to come to my website, In fact, let's go have a look at that. That could actually be the issue. And you don't get to see these issues unless you're actually looking through your ads and making some calls, you know. So welcome 10 is my welcome email, and that's set to be used or to combine with other discounts. Cart 15, I think that's what I'm using for my cart. Ah, well, look at that. Well, look at that. That could have been the problem this whole time. And one use per customer, we'll get rid of that. So that means that people who are getting my email to say, hey, your cart's expired, they would have been going in and checking, going into the store, back to the cart, some of them trying to use their 10% off voucher, and this was saying, hey, no, you can't combine them. It's either one or the other. And this should be an order level. 15% off order level. No purchase requirements. 15% amount off order. Yeah, that's good. Whereas my other one should be 15% off products or 10% off products. Let's just double check. Ah, that's the problem there. It's 10% off entire order. That's the problem. I'm going to deactivate this real quick and just fix this on the stream real quick, if you guys don't mind. Otherwise, I'll forget. If you're going to be doing this, you want to make sure your first one, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, you want to make sure your first one is working on products. That way they can combine that with 15% off, and it just is a really good incentive for people to go and finish their order. So this is now active. Optimize my emails. I will be going into my welcome series, and I would be doing A/B tests. How do we do an A/B test? I wonder if we can do a conditional split. No, that's not it. How do we do an A/B test in Klaviyo? I know how to do it in OmniSend because I do them all the time, but how do we do it in Klaviyo? Let's have a look. Let's see if we can figure this out. A/B tests are your best chance at figuring out which emails are going to work. Let's have a look. A/B tests in Klaviyo. Automations. A/B tests campaigns. I don't want to do campaigns. I wonder if they can, surely they can do them in, I'll have to come back to you with some, maybe I'll put some information on here inside my YouTube channel once we figure this out. Oh, wait a minute, that was it there. A/B tester flow. This is it, guys. I'm going to put this in the chat. Create an A/B test. Okay, you do it on the actual individual emails. And that makes sense. So you'd go into your flow. And I know this is about ads, but trust me, guys, this is how you make your ads work. It's not just about what's inside your Facebook ads. That's important. Okay, so we got newsletter. Meet Steve was this one. So we create, you create an A/B test here. And you get to test your offer. You get to test your text. You get to test your images. You get to completely rework your ads in your flow, sorry, your emails in your flow to figure out which one performs over time and turn off the one that doesn't perform. So then you're optimizing your Klaviyo, and at the same time, continue optimizing your stores, guys. Continue rocking up to the Tuesday calls with me and show me the new things that you've added to your stores. It's so important, because if you look at my, I'll show you right now, my store, Nation Hydration, I've been optimizing this bugger all week. I've completely changed look and feel because I didn't like the orange that I had. I felt that was kind of silly. So I've changed my my page. I'm testing out right now different selling points right here. I'm testing out a different headline here. I am testing out my different unique selling points here. So I'm constantly testing out new ideas on my store to try and figure out whether or not this is going to make a difference to my cost per purchase. Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to. This is the optimization stage, guys. Yeah, I think I like this one better, better too. My buddy who was building the other store with me, he was like, nah, I want to do an orange. I want to stand out. And I was like, the whole time, I was like, nah, man, this is a water store. It's got to be blue. And he's like, nah, we'll do it orange. I'm like, all right, you know, I'm happy to prove you wrong. I'm yet to prove him wrong because we need to have the stats to come through to tell us. And what stats am I looking at? Okay, we got my Facebook ads. We're looking at cost per clicks. We're looking at CTRs. We're looking at CPMs, right? Those are your three most important stats on Facebook. Notice how I didn't say cost per purchase. Cost per purchase doesn't tell me how the ads are performing. Cost per purchase tells me how everything is performing. So if you're going to tell me, if you're going to tell me today on your call when you get in to show me your ads, my cost per purchase is high, we're going to strategize ways that you can go about optimizing your entire business to bring that down. Okay? If I lost my train of thought. That's how this rolls. All right. Diane, hope I all is well. You're solo parenting 3 little kids, so apologize in advance if you're absent, distracted, but you really don't want to miss this call. Thank you so much, Diane. It's a pleasure to have you here. It's awesome to be here and talk to you guys about my passion, e-commerce. You're getting into a pattern of 1 day on, 1 day off with orders. Nice. Yeah, so am I actually. I'm getting 1 order every 2 days. The reason I'm profitable is because I think half my orders, people are buying 2 of these, which is pretty cool. Orders are helping pay for the business, which is great, but obviously you need help. Yep, you watched a few Hotjar videos, seen what the majority of your customers were logging off after 40 seconds. That's pretty good. Right after the pop-up. Yeah, that's common. You change the pop-up to 10 seconds and they seemed more inclined to sign up. Yep, that is brilliant, Diane. See, you're looking at things, you're making an interpretation, making a decision to change something, and you're testing it out. That is brilliant. Not a lot of improvement in sales. Okay, the thing to remember, the most important thing to remember in all of this is it takes time. If I show you, and I'll explain to you why I'm showing you this in just a second. Actually, I'll log out of this and show you my other business. This is the important thing to remember when we're making changes. So I'll switch my store back to Homecraft. All right. Again, this is Klaviyo. I'm only showing you Klaviyo because it's just my preferred platform. You don't have to use Klaviyo, it's fine. If I look at my welcome series, which yes, I call Buy or Die, just because it sounds cool. If I look at the amount of emails that I got, and you can see here I'm doing a test right now. So 1, 2, I'm counting the days. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days. There's 7 days worth of emails and browser notifications and SMSs in my welcome flow. So if I go ahead and make a change to my flow here, or even make a change in my ads, but the flows are the most important thing. But if I make a change, I gotta remember it's going to take 7 days to really feel the difference, to really know if that's changed my business at all. So you've changed your pop-up yesterday. The most important metric that you should be looking at to see if that change has made effect is how many people have signed up to your pop-up versus the day before when it was at 40 seconds. Hopefully you would have had a couple of extra people signing up, and hopefully some of those people will go through your flow, and however many days your flow goes for is how long you have to wait to figure out if you've made a difference. Today you'll reword your pop-up to emphasize that they will be receiving a further 10% discount. Cool, yeah, fair enough. You get most of your sales at dinner time. That's actually not weird at all. If you think about it, dinner time is when people are getting home from work. They're off the train. They're finally sitting down to have a good wholesome dinner with their phone so they can buy stuff. You're assuming pop-ups had an issue and you'd love me to skim through. Yeah, I think I noticed your pop-ups didn't work properly the other day. Just quickly, we'll just check this out. And then I'll go back to the top of my chats and we'll start asking people to share screens, if that's okay with you guys. Nice. Your site looks good. Your site looks very good. I don't think you guys can see this, can you? Let me share my other screen. There we go. All right, so Cozy Me. Oh, it did pop up nicely. Ah, I like that. Here's a further 10% off. That's a good call. Most of us have a nice big fat discount at the top of our bloody website. That's saying 50% off. And then we're saying, hey, you want 10% off? I bet you a lot of people are going, nah, man, you've got 50 off at the top. That's fine. It's cool. Here's a further 10% off. That's awesome. Sign me up for that. Just gonna double check to see if I got that. I think I'm already in your list anyway, so I'm probably not gonna get that. Sorry guys, got the hiccups. Oh, welcome to Cozy Me. Your discount is inside. It went straight to my inbox. Well done. That worked. Good job. Good job. Yeah, it's looking good. I think if you find that that's the time don't do this yet, okay? Don't do this part yet. But if you find over a long period of time that most of your sales come in after 4 p.m., you can tell Facebook to only show your ads after 4 p.m. That's absolutely something you can do. Don't do it yet. You do not have enough data and don't have anywhere near enough data to make that decision yet. But that's absolutely something you can do. Okay, Natasha, if you are ready, I'd love to invite you to come and co-host with me, and let's see what problems you may have. So what I'm going to do is invite you to co-host. And if there's anyone watching on YouTube, welcome to the stream. Some people started watching on YouTube, which is nice. Well, everyone here is part of the Freedom Club. So if you go to Freedom Club with a double B, so FREEDOMCLUBB.com, you can sign up for the Freedom Club. This isn't a sponsored post. I don't get paid if you sign up yet. But if you do sign up, you can join our streams and you can learn from us. Everyone who's interacting with me today is interacting with me from the Freedom Club. And everyone here has been learning how to launch e-commerce stores for the last however long they've been a part of this. And learning from me and many other awesome coaches. So Natasha, I'm just inviting you to co-host. Let me grab my... Hello, how's it going? Yeah, I'm actually pretty good. All right. You're welcome. What's your store? Ah, Cloud Cush. Okay, Cloud Cush. It's not Cloud Cushion, is it? It's cloudcush.com. Ah, my Cloud Cush. So for those watching at home, I'm just loading that up. There we go. Ah, website's looking good. Great. It is looking good. It's looking better. Yeah, I can see the things I told you to change. Yeah. Cool. All right. Do you want to share your screen and let's take a look at what you got. Okay, so go back to your normal Facebook view. That's the one. Okay, now let's click on, which one do we want to click on? Give me one sec. Yep, let's definitely go in there. Just give me a second. Do you see the view setup tab in the toolbar there? There's like the create toolbar and A/B test toolbar, and then there's like a view setup, and then next to it is like that one there, the three columns. Click on the 3 columns, and then I want you to click customize columns. Here's where you can add everything that I need. So there's some things we can get rid of too that you might not care about. So click on, what do I need? What do I have? So I've got cost. Yeah, cost per click. We don't want that one. So yes, okay. So what we want is, if you can type in the search bar CPC. That's the one. You've got cost per link already. Perfect. And if you can type in CTR and hit link click-through rate, you got that already. What was the other one we wanted? We wanted CPM, which you should already have. CPM. Perfect. And if you type in cart, you can do total. And you can even type in initiate checkout, or just initiate, and you can do total. That's exactly right. People who click shop now. So that's not terrible. That's not. I wouldn't throw that out. Let's take a look at C1. My ads for Nation Hydration started out around that mark. Might have to scroll down. Yeah, you got a funny looking screen there. Mine doesn't look like that. None of my accounts look like that, but it could be a computer. All right, so how long does this go for? Can you put the sound on for me? Is there any sound on that one? Oh, it's okay. If you can't do it easily, don't worry about it. It's not that important.
I just found my new favorite.
Okay. I'm going to show you some stuff because what you've got there in terms of like your clips are not bad. Okay, your clips are not bad. It's just how you presented it, I think that we can do better. It looks like an ad. You know, it inflates and deflates in seconds. I'm going to show you, we're going to go through some ads that I've just found right now for travel pillows and hopefully get some ideas for how you can take your clips and just redo them to look like social media posts. If we can make it look like a TikTok, then perfect. Yeah, well, you're almost there. You got all of the puzzle pieces in the right way. We're just going to reconfigure them a little bit. Let's have a look at your ads again. So I wouldn't necessarily turn that one off either. Like I've had ads that were giving me 1.1% click-through around that mark, and I improved them just by changing the headline and the copy, like the text. So I turned off everything except C2 and C1, and I'd be focusing on making new variations of those ones and testing different copy. Probably because it hasn't had any clicks. Can we go all the way to the left for C3? Oh, okay. Okay, just a little bit more to the right for me. Good pickup. Okay, so when Facebook thinks it's found a winner, it tends to focus on that one. If you just turn C1 off, then that's your only two videos, right? C1 and C3? Okay, well turn off turn off the ones that are spending. We're not going to can them. We're not going to say we're not going to turn them back on, but we're just going to turn them off. Turn everything else off except C3 and run it for a day and just see how it goes. So Facebook tends to allocate the budget to the ad it thinks is going to work, and usually the ad that it thinks is going to work is the one with the. Sometimes it's the one that gives them more money. Sometimes it's the one that gets the most click-throughs, which is often not the one that gets you the sales. Yeah, see, look, it's only had 6 reach, 7 impressions. It's not enough. Mm-hmm. Personally, this is just my personal thing. I never target anybody under the age of 18 because they don't have any money. Maybe, maybe. I wouldn't worry too much for your product. I wouldn't worry too much about the older generation. I think some older people would love to use this on the train. You know? Yep. Yeah, yeah. That is why. That's 100% why. Oh, you're still using Advantage Plus audience. So scroll down a little bit, just a tiny bit. Keep going, and click switch to original audience options, and then click use original audience. The next one. So the difference here for anyone who's watching and going, you know what, I want to use Advantage Plus. Okay, here's the difference. Advantage Plus is great for a lot of products. If your product doesn't need too much targeting, for example, my diamond paintings, they did okay with Advantage Plus. They did. Advantage Plus means Facebook will take your targeting into consideration, but it won't just target those people. So if you've got like a toothbrush, well, everyone uses a toothbrush. That's great for Advantage Plus. If you're selling clothes, that's great for Advantage Plus. If you're selling bags, that's great for Advantage Plus. But if you're selling a travel pillow, maybe it's not so good for Advantage Plus. So now you've gone back to the original audience targeting where you have all the power, and you're saying only target frequent travelers. But still, though, here's the concern I have. You've still got 17 million people in there, which it's good to have a large estimated audience size, but that's almost the population of Australia. Yeah, fine. So vacation social concept is probably huge. It's my guess. Maybe it's not that big. That's only 300,000, right? We'll find the biggest one and let's see if we can if we want to turn it off. Okay. It must be worldwide size. Yeah, let's see what happens when we take that out. Because everyone loves vacations. Still the same. Okay, so it's not that one. Oh, that one there. Wait, just go through the one by one. So frequent travelers was huge. Just go. I'd keep that one. That one's huge. Is that 1.6 billion? Well, don't kill it. Don't kill it just yet. First class travel. Just roll over that one. Not available. And the interest in travel. Not available. Just go through the one by one. I'd probably leave those two in the top and probably get rid of the other ones. That's a little bit better. That's a lot better. Now we're talking about 10 to 12 million. That's more like it. Oh yeah, I would personally. I would. That was definitely the problem. Well, definitely part of the problem. I would. Yeah, I'd continue going. You got a cool product. Hey, that's me. Well, that was from January 5th. So no one after me has signed up, and no one before me really signed up. That's not good. Have you not done that yet? Well, I do that every stream, but let's do it now. So go into your segments, list and segments there, because everyone should see this, and everyone should check. So list and segments under audience. Everybody watch and take note. If you haven't done this yet, go fix it. So under newsletter, click on the 3 dots on the right, and click on settings. List settings, I think it's called. And click on consent on right there, and scroll to the bottom. There it is. Click on single opt-in, and then scroll up and click save. Now your business might work. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, stop sharing your screen for a minute, and I'll share mine. Let's just take a really quick look at some of your competition products, just so you have an idea of some things and some ways you could advertise this. Oh, this one's the same one.
What is the world's best travel pillow?
This is my go-to, but I can tell you from experience.
That's really good.
Confining, actually. I don't like it.
That's really, really good.
Is this supposed to choke you out? Am I doing this right?
And then I'm gonna drool all over this.
It kind of looks like a cat carrier.
So this is the tool I use called Foreplay. I'll put the link. There's a free tool that you can spy on ads inside the Freedom Club. I can't remember how to find it. It's one of the free tools there that you can search for. And there's like a username and password you could use. Foreplay, I find, this is a premium one. And it's not expensive. It's like $50 a month. But you can find all the products and ways people advertise it. And these can give you ideas.
This is how I avoid having a jet lag.
Maybe another congruent product you could sell.
I traveled all the way to Italy from the US. It was a 13-hour flight, and like most people,
see, these
voiceovers
voiceovers are so easy to make.
Bad sleep, headaches, and a lot of stress. If you're like me, you know how annoying those flights can get. The traditional U-shaped travel pillows just don't cut it. I have such a hard time resting, which gives me headaches, neck pain, and an enormous jet lag. But then my best friend introduced me to the Travel Plus pillow. I was skeptical at first, but I just...
Okay, so that's kind of like a voiceover one too, but I like this guy testing out the other ones. Like you could just grab your boyfriend and sit on a chair at home. If you don't, like, you could do it on a flight, that'd be ideal, but you could just do it on a chair at home and just have him narrate himself using some of the other ones. And then you could ask questions. Yeah, just travel pillow. Travel pillow, that's all it is. It's the one aspect I think everyone needs to do more of, is just looking at what's out there and how people are advertising it. Because some of these ads are so easy to replicate. Look at this one. You could just be, okay, so you can't take a photo like this one here, like not for yours. But these close-ups probably will be really good. Although this does look like a really good product, to be honest. Oh, here's yours. Ah, yuck. No, that's an ad. That's an ad. We won't even look at that. Disgusting. It can't look like an ad. It can look like someone talking about a product, but it can't be an ad. I wouldn't bother. TikTok's probably going to get banned in the US and probably Australia after that. Don't quote me on that, guys, but it's something they're looking at right now. I haven't had success on TikTok, but I have many people in my business sphere who've had massive success on TikTok. But the thing that I do know about TikTok is in Australia, if you start a TikTok account, you can only advertise to Australia and Asia. So you can't really expand your business from there. But that's okay for all of us because we're only doing Australian businesses. It's cheap. It's cheap to advertise. It's as cheap as Facebook used to be in the golden era. Mm-hmm. The smaller your budget, the longer you're going to have to leave it to get enough data. You need to have look, I'll put it this way: you probably don't want to make a decision on a particular ad until you've spent, at least $10 to $20 on that ad. So how you get there? If you need to spend $20 a day to mind your budget, that's fine. You just got to know overall every ad's got to have that $10 to $20 spend before you get a proper engagement, or sorry, a proper view of the CTR and the CPM and and the cost per click. I haven't stopped running my Nation Hydration ads. It'll get better once you get a few sales. Because then the sales pay for the ads, and all you're then doing is optimizing until you're making money. That's the exciting bit. You're like, oh, I'm so close. You'll get there. You'll get there. And every bit you invest will come back once you've figured out the optimization. It definitely will. You just got to not lose sight of the finish line, okay? And just remember, this is a constant optimizing and looking at your results, making decisions, looking at the competition, making decisions, and slowly improving your business until you finally making money and your business looks nothing like when you started. It looks like a proper professional website, You just keep going. You should have seen when Homecraftology was in its infancy. It looked like I made it with crayons, and now look at it. All right, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so remember, we didn't turn those ads off because they were bad. We turned them off just to let the other ones get some spend, just so you could figure out if they were good or not. You might find that when you turn your older ones back on with the new targeting, everything is much, much better. You might find that. You might not find that, but you might find that. And in the meantime, while you're getting data on those other two ads that weren't getting any spend, go and make your new ads. Go and work on that over the next few days so that when you have the data ready, you can just launch the new ads and see if they do better or do worse. Test, 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 test. Never stop testing. You're welcome. You are welcome. All right, I'm going to kick you off the co-host. Thank you so much. All right, Nitsune. Can you show me your? Actually, let me invite you to host so you can show me your stuff. Nitsune. I think you jumped off. If you do jump back on, let me know, and I can invite you to co-host and show me those thingies. Who's next then? Let me bring up my chat. Latest message. Oh, you're still here? Okay, 1 sec. I didn't see you there. There you are. Inviting to co-host. Hopefully that went through. Invitation sent. Did you get that? Well, yeah, refresh might help. I'll send you another invite as well. Hello. I think you're muted. That's okay. That's all right. All right, share your screen and show me what you got. Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. It's honestly, it just means, you know, okay, there's less risk. You get more time to adjust if you need to, but you just gotta wait a bit longer. That's all. So Blender, oh, that's cool. They got actual interest in blenders. I probably wouldn't do everyday health because that's going to be massive, and health and beauty definitely not. Maybe it's borderline, but maybe home and garden. Why is it kitchen, home and garden? Yeah, the rest look pretty good. Oh, maybe on this one. Oh, do you want to switch to the original audience option? That's a question. I don't think you do for a blender. I think a lot of people might like a blender. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Just see how it goes with the Advantage Plus audience. It might be okay. Oh, that is lovely. I mean, you're getting really good at this. No, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Is that done in Canva? It's the little things. It's the way that your text there goes behind the blender, you know? Those little things are always eye-catching. No, definitely. It's the first thing I saw. So it's sort of like a hint of quality towards the product because of the care you put into the image. It's great. I wouldn't personally have the buy two get 10% off on these ones because we're not quite there yet. You know, we're just looking for the click. I like how you put the URL inside your copy. I always do that because sometimes people, you know, they might see the ad on your page rather than coming from an ad placement where they can't click shop now. Or someone might tag them and there'll be no shop now button on the tag. So link in the post, always do it, guys. 40% off the blender. Yeah, change those up. Description, you've just got the reviews. Cool, fair enough. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I don't think it's as strong as the first one, but it's not bad. Only reason I don't think it's as strong is because you're not putting stuff in it. It might look like a water bottle rather than a blender. But see how it goes. I like your selling points. They're all pretty good. Yeah, I don't know about that one either. Because, I mean, if you don't know that a blender can do that, I think, you know, go back to school. Then again, I'm not the god of ads, so maybe they're right. It's funny, usually those ones are the ones that do perform. So the only thing, oh no, you haven't done the variations, cool. No, that's good. In fact, you might find that copy works really well in all your other ads as well. I prefer longer form ads. And you just need some reviews in there. That's what you're missing. Yeah. In all of them. Good. Very good. That's a great ad. Yeah, that's brilliant. Have you got a friend who's like has a day job in an office where they can like take it to the office kitchen and just blend? Filming them, yeah. Tell me about it. I sell bloody diamond paintings. You think I'm going to sit there and spend 20 hours doing a diamond painting? I tried doing it, and then I just realized I could pay a Chinese person to do it. They did them for a little while. Then they're like, no, that's pretty cool. I like that one. So you're going for the alcoholics, or sorry, no, the drinkers, not the alcoholics, the drinkers. Yeah, that's cool. I have a good feeling about this one. No, all of them, all of them. Yeah, that's cool. Very nice. And what's the music on these like? Is it just is it not shopping music? Beautiful, perfect, excellent. All right, well, I can't wait to see the results. No worries. I'll see you next week with some data. All right. Good luck. See ya. Alrighty. What have we got next? Okay. Tom and Molly. Had your ads turned off for 2 weeks. Period of unprofitability, 2.5 weeks. The worst period you've had within your business. Within this time, you've tested new ad creatives, new budgets, and everything. Couldn't identify an issue. You're worried you may have played around too much and messed up with your algorithm. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. What would I recommend? Would you create a new campaign? New creative. Would I create a new ad account? No, no new ad account. You do not need a new ad account. Okay, I'm still using my original Homecraft account. You're at a loss. You know your products sell well. Okay, Tom and Molly, let's have a chat. Let me invite you. If you're free for a chat, let's... you're not here. If you're watching this on the replay, I need a little bit more information, guys. What were you guys selling? You know what, actually? Did you send me your information? I can do an ecom emergency for you. 1 sec. I'd love to do that, actually. Okay, 1 sec. Let me just check my messages. No, I guess I haven't. All right, Tom, send me a message in the Freedom Club. You are going to be the next in line after my next, or my current, after my current ecom emergency. I'm going to ask you to give me access to your Shopify. I'm going to ask you to give me access to your Klaviyo. I'm going to ask you to give me access to your ad account, and I'm going to go through in detail and figure out where your problem is. Okay, how does that sound? If you're watching this on the replay, send me a message in the Freedom Club and you'll get into the waiting list. I'll probably have yours done next week. I'm working on one that I'm going to release probably later on this week. All right, Sally, you've done some changes. What have you made? What changes have you done? Iced Glamour, let's have a look. Your ads. Let me have a look for your ads. And I'll see what I can find. Just give me a second. Yep, I'm going to look you up on the library and see if I can find it. There we go. Is that you?
My foundation looks horrible. All I want is a makeup look that won't sink into my pores or make my skin look cakey. That's why discovering Iced Glamour's Miracle Blend brush has truly transformed my makeup routine. The high quality, soft wool fibre is so soft on my skin, giving me an even base for my makeup. Now, my makeup routine is faster, looks amazing, and
Man, this woman is so good.
Brushes. I'm loving this flawless look.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone as good as her. Okay, so you've made the changes. All I'm seeing though is that must be your retargeting. Maybe this one isn't.
My foundation looks horrible. All I want is a makeup look that won't.
Is it the same one? I think it's the same one. Yeah, that's really good. My Forever makeup brush, 50% off, flawless finish. Great. So I guess what I would suggest is really duplicating those out, especially on your top of funnel. Duplicating your top of funnel out and testing new copy, testing new headlines. Your headline is 50% off the brush. Maybe that's not the best headline. Maybe the best headline is something like, this brush changed my routine. This brush changed my skin. I will never go back. Something like that. Let's have a look at, what do we call this? Makeup brush. Duh. Let's have a look at some ads for makeup brushes, just to give you an idea of what kind of copy you could look at. So how would we find copy? So we've been looking at ads and competitor ads. How we find copy is a little bit more time consuming. First of all, we're looking for a really professional looking makeup brush ad. Something like this.
Drop it.
Okay. We're looking for a company. And what we do is we go from there. Looking for a company that has lots of followers. These guys have 146 followers. That's not quite what I'm looking for. So I go back. I'm looking for a brand with followers in the thousands, because that tells me that makeup brush, that their ads have been running for a while. Not makeup bush, makeup brush. Okay. Now this influencer looks like she's been used by a bunch of different brands. They must have stolen that, unfortunately. Looking for a good brand. Brush blender, these are terrible. Rinse Lily.
And every day's a dream when I'm carrying your
brush blender. Maybe. These look like they're all using the same same video. They're not cool, guys. Not cool. BK Beauty.
I wanted to share some.
Okay, let's check out BK Beauty. I won't do it on the screen because it's just gonna be faster if I just quickly check them out on Facebook. 8.6K. All right, we got something here. Now I'm not saying copy these. I'll check out your quantity app as well. I'm not saying copy these. Just look. Let's take a look at some of their headlines. So we've got best multitasking brush. We've got the name of the product. Yeah, and these guys are not particularly good with their ads, I gotta say. Like their ad copy. It's surprising that they're actually a big brand doing so terribly with their ad copy. Yeah, very surprising. Man, they could be making a lot more money. Alright, these aren't great examples. What would I do if I were you? I would continue doing what I just did. I would go find all your competitors and I would see if I could... I need to go back to your ads. Give me 1 second. And I'll share my screen on that one. I would find different reviews and I would test them out. I would find different selling points and I would test them out. And I would find different headlines and I would test them out because this video is great. I just want to see more variation and I want to see more headlines, more reviews and more everything. Just to see if you can pinpoint what works even better. Looking at your store right now, as you've asked me to do, let's take a look. Might be time to change up your bestseller, by the way. You got the quantity breaks. Buy one, buy two. Let's have a buy three. Let's have a buy three. Very good. Very good. Was there an upsell? I didn't see an upsell. Gonna need to make sure you have an upsell. 49.30. Yeah, looks good. Very good, Sally. Very good. You're spending $50 a day and you've had no... Hold on. So you had 7 previously, but now you're spending $50 a day and you got no sales. Okay. Yeah, that tells me that there were a bunch of people who were in the market for a new brush, and they all found your ad and bought your stuff, and now Facebook's saying to you, hey, you know, it's a bit harder to sell this now. There's when you're trying to reach more people, having a hard time finding the right people to sell your brush. Can you please work on your ad and make it more exciting by adding in different reviews? You could even have someone, if not you can do this yourself with CapCut, you know, splice some reviews into your ad on top of her talking about it so that people can, who are watching the ad, see some great reviews of the product coming through, and spice it up. So now it's time to take everything that I've said today, go and research your competitors, come up with ideas to make more of your ads. Okay, that's what you need to do now. Make more and test more. That's the next part. Okay, so Chamindri, could I please give you some guidance on the next steps? On day 2, no sales, 2 added carts, 1 abandoned cart. That's not bad. Pretty good for day 2. What are you trying to show me? Top of funnel. Slumber Bub. Interesting, yeah, interesting ad. I think the only way that I'm gonna get a good feeling, good understanding of this is if I could see your ad results. Let me look at your machine. Yeah, the ads look pretty good. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. It's a pretty cool product. I think the price is good. I wouldn't change with that. Oh, you've got your results here. Let's take a look. One sec, guys. Okay, cost per click. There's some that are pretty good, like C1, very good. A1, a little bit high, but click-throughs are good. These are actually pretty good results. Yeah, look, I'd probably let these run for a little bit longer. And I'd be asking yourself, well, if this was my store, I honestly wouldn't change anything right now. But if you're not getting the sales, are you getting email signups? Because that could be what's stopping you from getting sales. Are you getting email signups? Are people in your email flows? Are they opening your emails and clicking on them? That's the most important question right now for you, my friend. So go and check those aspects in Klaviyo. You've only had 3% of people, just to show everybody this. This is actually really useful information for me. Thank you very much. So only 3% of people have added to cart. We want to get that a little bit higher. But I guess the only way to really improve that is to work on your emails. Because the actual flow of how things work is customer sees your awesome Facebook product. Customer comes to your website. Some of them will just purchase because they're already in the market for something like this. And some of these people will sign up to your email list and they're going to purchase later. Those are the ones that we care about the most, because those are the ones that we need to, write better emails for and make sure that we have the single opt-in. Make sure people are getting the emails delivered and it's not going to spam folder. Make sure people are clicking on those. We should be getting a click-through from your emails, a click-through rate of like 2 to 3%. Okay, Randa, Clear Tuesdays. Let me take a look at your emails here. Chamindri, no signups. That's the problem, my friend. You spent $150. Just 1 second, guys. I'm just going to respond to something. 1 second. Okay, so let me just put that down. If you've spent $150 and you've got no email signups, your pop-up isn't working, or you have double opt-in turned on, as we fixed earlier in the stream. So go and fix that or double check. You need to be getting email signups. Ah, Sally, that's fantastic news. So I accidentally told Sally to, not accidentally, I purposefully told her to get rid of her conditional split, and Klaviyo decided that her emails needed to be deleted, and they all got deleted. So sorry, Sally. So sorry. And luckily, Klaviyo has brought them back in. Fantastic news, Sally. Guys, great Chimindry that your double opt-in isn't turned on. Fantastic. But if you're not getting email signups, that's the first problem. Need to check that your form is opening up to people. So go check that it's been viewed, the form's been viewed, and then maybe the offer isn't quite there. Maybe try a different offer to try and get that email. We have to get the email. And if Klaviyo isn't... So I'll show you something, guys, real quick. If Klaviyo is not giving you the results that you want, where am I? I'm going to just show you my... Okay. If the form works when you sign up, then it's probably your offer. So for Nation Hydration, we were getting maybe a 2 to 3% email sign up through a Klaviyo form. I wasn't happy with that because my home craftology sign up rate is 11%. So I decided to test something out, and I've been testing Wheelio for this product. Now, Wheelio is not the type of sign up form I would usually use for this product, but it's got a 7% sign up rate, which is fantastic. Now, for those of you who don't know what Wheelio is, it's a spin to win sign up form. And if you have tried Klaviyo and it's not working for you, and you're not getting many signups, maybe try installing Wheelio and giving this a try, and maybe you'll get better results from it. It really depends on the offers that you have here, and the sale depends on how good the offer is that you set up as the winner. So the way that I work this one is I have coupon slices here where I choose which coupon slice everyone's going to get, 10% off. This really should be here, 10% off. Not that that really makes a difference. I like to get things right. So the user spins this. They win 10% off. They go into my welcome series where I, over the next few days, remind them of the 10% off. And if they still haven't purchased after 2-3 emails, I up it to 20% off. All right, so maybe you could consider installing Wheelio if you're not getting the signups from your form. But your next challenge, Chimindry, the next concern for you is getting those email signups. That's the only thing I want you to focus on this week. How to get those email signups. Once you know that you're getting an email, then you can start working on making better ads, optimizing your website, all those other things. But for now, you got to get email signups. Okay. Let me have a look here. Randa, I was looking at your product before, I think. Yeah, the shower filter. That's a really strong ad, I think. Yeah, pretty strong. Very, very good ad. What's the sound like? Ugh. So look, I highly recommend that you change the music. That's number one. Only because I hate shopping music. I hate it. If I hear shopping music, I just scroll on. And I think a lot of people are the same. You could do a voiceover on this one. On this shower filter. You could definitely do a voiceover to talk about the benefits. And that would be a really great way of engaging people. And you got that shower post. Yeah, that looks cool. Very good. I'm keen to see your results, Rhonda. So let me know once you've got some that you can pop in and we can take a look. You're welcome, Chimindry. You're welcome. Oh, 40 seconds. Now 40 seconds is too long. If your average session time is 23 seconds, then your pop-up should come on a lot quicker than that. Make it maybe 10 or 12 and test it out. Test 10 seconds. And not just that, I'll show you real quick what I like to do. Klaviyo forms. That's flows. Forms. Sign up forms. Here we go. I like to, if I show you one of my better performing forms. Forms. Here we go. So this one's actually got 11%. This one does really, really well. Let's look at my settings. Targeting and behavior when the user is exiting the page or after 7 seconds, this one pops up. Now, if that doesn't work, you can try 10 seconds or 11 seconds or 12 seconds. But I think 7 seconds is really quick. Honestly, I should probably set that to 10 seconds, to be honest with you. I think 7's too quick. I'll publish that. That's where you do it, right there. And make sure you got when visitor is exiting the page. Make sure you don't have this one here ticked. That is a killer. That's a conversion killer. And if you turn that on, it means user's got to be on your website for 10 seconds and exiting the page. And only when those two conditions are met, it will pop up. So you make sure that's off. And second thing, if you can, turn this on and do the needful. Do the things that it tells you to do to integrate Shop with Klaviyo, because this will increase the number of people that you will get in your email list. That's a no-brainer. Definitely turn that on. Okay. So, Callum, thank you for doing your ecom emergency video. You've made most of the changes and a few additionals. Great. Sales, $553. Ad spend, $200. Yeah. Dude. All right. That's phenomenal. This looks healthy. Yeah, these ads are killer. These are fantastic looking ads.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh,
Look at that.
damn, it's perfect.
Oh my lordy. This is a good one.
It's disgusting and I love it. Pop-up rate 7%. Yes. Callum, well done. Well done, Callum. Well done. Well done. I'm really happy that the results are improving. So let it run for another week, my friend. And we'll take a look at your ads when we get a little bit more data. I'll probably do a follow-up. Hey, so in a couple of weeks, I'll do a follow-up ecom emergency just to see how things are going. Let me have a look at your ad results here real quick on the stream. All right, what do we got here? CTRs are looking great. Look at that ROAS, $55 purchase, brilliant. You're on your way, my friend. You're on your way. And from here on, it's just about getting those emails, really, really nailing the emails. And you're going to get, oh, your CPMs are great. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Your cost per clicks are amazing. Your USGs are getting your purchases. So we continue going. Try and change maybe the copy in the USGs to see if you can get the click-through rate up, and try working on those emails. Do some A/B testing over the next couple of weeks. Just keep running. We need to get more conversions so that we can actually train the pixel. That's what we're up to now. Small incremental optimizations. You're almost there, my friend. Small soaks, spec and OG. Small soaks. Let's have a look. No, I can't see your ad results just yet. We'll check. We'll try again. We'll try again next week, Beck. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, Callum was actually featured in my first YouTube video. Well, my first, probably my first good YouTube video. I have a few bad ones, and I'll pop that in here if you want to watch it. So let me grab the share video. I am starting this series called Ecom Emergency, where if you're in the Freedom Club and you've not had success, this is only after a couple of months of trying, or only after a month of trying. I need data, basically. You can go in and chat to me and give me access to your store, and I will go through and tell you what I would do to fix things. Wow, it's been my most successful video. That's fantastic. All right, what have we got next? Diane, Cozy Me. I think we looked at Cozy Me, didn't we? Wait, I don't think we did. Cozy Me. Diane. Diane! Diane, it's working! Click-throughs are okay. I think you need to work on your ads a little bit, but you're getting purchases. Phenomenal! 1.8 ROAS. You are nearly there, Diane. Let's take a look at your other stats here. What are you showing me here? What's this? 3.5% conversion rate? 3.5%? What? That's incredible. Diane. 6% form rate? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you changed things up, you watched your Hotjar videos, you made some decisions. We're talking about this Cozy Me pillow, and you're getting these results? Damn. I think I need to sell pillows. Well done, Diane. Bloody well done. My goodness me. Okay, so from here on, Diane, you're on your way. This is it. Now it's all about, as I said before many times, optimizing your website, optimizing your emails, and optimizing your ads. You are now in the optimization stage. Well and clearly in the optimization stage. You will do well with this. Okay, as long as you continue looking at your data and honing that in, because you're nearly there. Your results look similar to My Nation Hydration. Okay, they look similar to all of the stores that I've had in the past that have done well. It's now just honing that in, listening to the data, becoming the data whisperer. That's all it comes down to. And testing. There is something right about this product. Now it's all about testing. And you know what? You might need to go film some new ads. You might need to make new ad copy. You might need to work on the copy in your store. But something in here is working. Your job now is to figure out what it is and to do more of that. And congratulations. Good job on the email signups. Now go and A/B test your emails. I think that's it today, guys. I don't think I missed anybody. If I did miss anyone, quickly jump in the comments right now. I'll give you like 30 seconds to let me know. Oh, thanks, Diane. Thank you, Diane. And guys, if you're getting demoralized and you're thinking, there's no way I can make this work, just look at Diane and look at Callum. Just listen to what I have to say. I know some of this sounds stupid. I know it doesn't sound right. Just keep testing. And I know we get it in our heads, my product is shit, or my ads are shit, Facebook is shit. This doesn't work. It does work, guys. And all you got to be, this isn't about making a good store. This isn't about choosing the right products. This is about reading your data, reading your data, and making decisions. Because, I can't tell you if your product is good. I get excited about products, and they don't sell. Because, I'm just one person. We're using the masses out there to figure out if it's not if it's a good product or not. Is this a profitable product? Fantastic, Diane. Yeah, I must admit, there were times when I first started and I thought, Jesus Christ, this isn't going to work. But it can work. It's not always your first product, not always your first store. Jennifer, should I suggest copy for ads like you suggested to be done right away or after the product is tested for a bit? No, copy tested from day one. Like the day that I launched my ads for Nation Hydration, I was already testing 2-3 different types of copy. And every 2 or 3 days, I was spending $50 a day. So that means from $50 a day, every 2 or 3 days, I'm going in there and looking at my results and duplicating my ads, testing out some new copy. I only stop testing copy when I start getting click-through rates like what I'm getting now. Now I'm at a stage where I'm going to start testing some new ad ideas. If those new ad ideas start working really well, I'll probably just let them run and I'll focus on other aspects of my business, like my emails. I'm actually getting a good email sign up, 7%. So now I need to go do some A/B testing in my emails. I probably need to talk about my product more in my emails. That's probably what I need to do. I could even go and make some YouTube videos about my product to use in my welcome emails. Or I could make some posts on my Facebook page to link back to people in the email. Say, hey, go look at this review here we made. Go do this. So now it's all about just testing. No, I've run out of battery in my speakers, which doesn't really matter anyway. So now it's all about testing different emails for me. And once I got them, it'll work. It'll work. All right, guys, I'm going to go have some dinner because I'm starving. It's been wonderful talking to you guys. And nice to see some really positive results. For you guys who are getting those positive results, you are probably, from my perspective, just a couple of short weeks away of starting to see some profit. And not every week will be profitable. You're going to have ups and downs. Okay? Don't stop looking for congruent items. Don't stop looking at ways and your competition to improve your ads. And just in general, don't stop. Just keep this machine rolling. This is our job now. Okay? We can leave our day jobs if we get better at doing these 3 things: emails, ads, copy. And just reiterate. Before long, you realize how much we love doing this, and you'll start launching new stores and new products. All right, guys, take it easy. I will see you all on Tuesday. And for those of you who I mentioned to send me an email, send me a message, we'll get your e-com emergency underway. And I'll speak to you guys on Tuesday. Later.